Well, now, Gabon's constitutional court is expected to end the political crisis that has been with the country in a ruling on the disputed results. The 9th-bench judge constitutional court yesterday, held a hearing with regard to opposition candidate Jean Ping's complaint. There were reports that Gabon's government this week said it will recount the votes election. However, they never disclosed that the ballot boxes had already been burned down.
And just a few hundreds of meters from the court, the Republican Guard had cut off circulation on the waterfront in front of the presidential palace yesterday afternoon. In fact, Gabon fears fresh violence following the announcement by the Constitutional Court, which had 15 days to pronounce on Jean Ping's appeal against the re-election of Ali Bongo that was filed on the 8th of September. Joining us this morning is Dr. Modesta Seko, who is a political analyst. Well, after all the tension, the statements made and the number of deaths recorded, how have you prepared for the final verdict to be made by the Constitutional Court?
Je peux regretter la circonlocution que vous utilisez en disant quelques morts qu'il y a eu.
I regret the expression you're using by saying some few recorded deaths. Keep in mind that Gabon is not the size of Nigeria or Morocco. That means it has a small population. And when there's 1, 2, 3 or 6 deaths, it's something pretty serious and significant. So it's the first time we have experienced such terror. It's the first time that families have been afflicted due to the politics. Instead of protecting, they expose and kill. It's not new, but it has worsened. Therefore, there is fear. The city has been filled with military troops of the Republican Guards, armed paratroopers around the city and other control areas. So this is quite new. And it's like a measure of bad omen because we don't understand these measures at all, if at all the results are democratic.
Avec des checkpoints, c'est quelque chose d'assez nouveau. Et qui, naturellement, c'est comme un dispositif de mauvais présage, puisque nous ne comprenons pas pourquoi il y a un tel dispositif armé, si naturellement le résultat est un résultat démocratique.
And Mr. Seko, do you think the Constitutional Court has been working under some kind of pressure?
Je pense qu'il n'y a pas eu de pression. Voyez, la Cour constitutionnelle a travaillé comme elle a l'habitude de travailler durant les élections.
I don't think there's been pressure. The Constitutional Court has worked like it's used to when there are elections, which the population does not expect any significant change. So the expectation is not naive, not at all. On the contrary, the international community hopes the verdict will be legal, fair, which will take into account the current political situation, the political tension. I think this is the level where there'll be pressure, the pressure to responsibly decide rather than in a partisan manner. A last question for you. Should we be worried of a reaction from Jean Ping's camp if at all the confirmation will favor Ali Bongo?
Je pense qu'il est important de situer les événements en disant que ce n'est pas Jean Ping qui réagit.
I think it's important to match the events by saying that it's not Jean Ping who is reacting. It's the electoral body which reacted and expressed itself the last time. Personally, I think that it is often wrong to attribute the reaction of those who voted and who have a certain power over particular individuals. Each person voted for one camp or the other. Jean Ping is just a leader. So if the one who votes feels abused, he can react in an expected manner or in an appropriate manner. But this isn't such a candidate. But this isn't such a candidate or such a person who like to react in such a way or such a way. The Gabonese are not children. They can react in a rowdy or exaggerated manner, but it's not this candidate or this person who said go and react in such or such a way. The Gabonese people are not children. They are gifted with good reasoning. They can act proportionally to abuse or naturally if they're abused or if the expression of their vote is ignored. So I think things are going to happen in relation to the anger.
The Gabonese are not little children. It's always good to have the view of a third person on what's happening in such a situation. That was Dr. Modest Seko giving us his opinion on what's happening in Gabon. Now we'll be right back with our African